In this video, I want to talk about being in a slump and how to get out of it. Being in a slump means you're stuck in one phase. You can't win, you can't get kills, you're stressed, overthinking, and feel like there's no way you get back to same old level you were before. Well, this is completely normal and it happens to everyone, and why I can make a video about it is because I've been in this situation before, and I know exactly how to fix it. Before we get to the video, don't forget that I do coaching, so if you want to speed up your improvement, send me a DM on Discord for how the sessions work. Everything is in the description. Number 1 is having a negative mindset. This affects your gameplay significantly and is the main reason why you're in a slump. Your mindset is so important that no matter how many things I tell you to fix or do, you won't get better. Negative mindset can be so many different things. Being stressed is one of them. You can't be too worried about doing bad in a video game, and if your heart is bumping, well, obviously you're going to miss so many shots and free kills. Next type of negativity is overthinking. You keep thinking with yourself, what if someone's holding me? What if I miss? What if I lose? Oh no, people are gonna trash talk me, and so much more. Your head gets full of these thoughts that you don't really need because you have to focus on the game. Strats, sound cues, teammates, and so much more. Other type of bad mindset can be just getting tilted over teammates, over losing gunfights, and other things. This just makes you go deeper into slump, and getting out of it impossible. Now you know this is the first thing you want to fix. Write down on a note to stay calm, otherwise you can't play properly, and just remind yourself after or before every round. Number 2 is to think about positive things, and that can be when you were actually super good at this game and you were proud of yourself. I said it's a phase, which means it was not like this all the time. There was a time when you were actually getting kills and happy about your playstyle. You want to get back to that or even something better than that. So we already took the first step, got rid of that negative mindset. Now it's time to lead it towards positivity. Keep thinking about when you had fun playing this game, when you got an ace or clutched a round. This way you boost your confidence a bit and remind yourself that you're not trash. You're just going through a bad time. Some of you are doing okay, but you want to do even better, so you can start thinking about your strong points. Maybe your good KD, your high rank, or when you beat 5 stack of champs or pros. Basically, we can use any small confidence boost here and work our way to the top. Number 3 is you're trying wrong. There are ways you can get out of slump, but if you make a mistake, again, you just go deeper into it. These mistakes can be anything, to be honest. Playing super aggressive, spawn picking, playing ups that can't solve anything for you, hating on the maps and not actually putting time into learning them. These all are related to your gameplay, and now with the right mindset, we just keep making mistakes and becoming consistent. Sure, it might work 1 or 2 rounds and you get a couple of kills, but in the long run, you're stuck in one place. I've said this before, Siege is a game where you have to adapt and change something every round to counter your opponents. Some of the basic things I want you to do is taking and contesting map control, paying attention to time and info, and playing close to your teammates. This way at least you have a higher chance of playing right and not making a lot of mistakes. Number 4 is to clip your games and watch them back. See what was wrong, how you died, what mistakes you made that round, and how could have you done better. This is super helpful as you can actually see and remember what you were doing wrong. It might be hard for some of you to figure that out, but most of the time it's obvious. Your crosshair is low, it's not on the angle, you are picking too wide, you were exposed and had bad positioning, and so many different things. In game, you don't think about it much or forget about it, so that's why recording and clipping them can be super helpful. You also can think and come up with the right plays, and for the future try to play better and fix your previous mistakes. At the same time, clip the rounds and games which you do good, maybe a 4K or 3K, and watch it back. Again, that gives you some confidence to keep playing and make these plays more. Moving on to number 5, you have to keep positivity after you fail. I just gave you 4 steps you have to take to get out of this phase, but hey, you might try and try again, but nothing works out. It's okay, keep the positive mindset and try again, or try something different. Some people give up too early after they fail, and that's terrible for improving and getting out of slump. In Siege, we have at least 4 rounds. It is super likely that you lose 3 rounds and drop 0 kills. But out of nowhere, last round you clutch a round and bring it back. Game is on. Not only you're doing good, but also you're making a comeback. And that's all because you didn't give up too early. Some of you are also new to the game and have a lot to learn. So think of the games you lose and do bad as an opportunity to learn more and get better. Different clips and videos to watch back and improve. For number 6, we have watching YouTube videos that motivates you and might help you to understand how you should play Siege. For example, when I'm feeling down and I find it hard to hit my shots, I watch some of the competitive Spoit videos or Pambazu, because honestly how they play the game is insane. And most of the time they really motivate me to play the game and be better. It's really important that you don't watch like stupid highlights that they just run around and shoot some bots. Kills don't matter much. How they move, quick peek, clear angles, and take map control are important. So when you're watching those videos, aim for learning from them. When I was on PS4 like 6-7 years ago, I used to watch a lot of Pengu streams. And every time I learned something new from him playing in the comp tournaments. Then I would remember all of those and tried my best to implement them into my own gameplay. Also, don't forget that these videos are highlights and obviously good part of their games. They also have bad games and lose rounds and clutches. These videos are edited and only the best parts are shown to you. Next one, and number 7, is to stop looking at your stats. Focus on the game. Most of you worry too much about your KD or how many games you have lost. Stop thinking about those and see what you're doing wrong and how can you play better. Thinking about stats just takes all of your energy and focus, and when it comes to positioning and playing the right ups and so much more, you have no idea what to do and what's right or wrong. I promise you, stats are temporary. They don't stay like that. Right now you should pay attention to playing the game correctly and the kills will follow. I know all of this for a fact because I've been in this situation before. I remember thinking why my KD is low or why my rank is not diamond or champ, and that would give me a headache afterwards because of how much I was overthinking and caring about those things. Also, some of you might compare yourself with that pro or that player, which is a terrible thing to do. You gotta understand the reason. Some of these pros have 1.7 KD and they are champ because they have more hours than you and they play 5 stacks usually, which you're not doing. So stop being so hard on yourself and just play the game. Moving on to number 8, give yourself a break or play more. Depending on how you feel, you can decide to stop playing for a while or just keep playing more and more until you get to the level you want. Sometimes we get this feeling called burned out. It literally means a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by excessive and prolonged stress. That's what it says on the internet, and yes, that's exactly what I mean. You have been trying so hard for a long time that you just don't want to do it anymore. You're tired, done. Not gonna lie, I feel the same way sometimes because I keep playing the game every day. Then all I want to do is just take a break, give it a couple of days, and then see what happens. The thing is, I feel super fresh. Sometimes I miss playing the game and super motivated to get back to it. Obviously then I've forgotten about all the negative stuff, being in a slump, and now I just want to enjoy the game. So taking a break is completely okay. We said earlier that some of you want to play more. That's also okay. As I said, it really depends on how you feel. If you're not exhausted and you want to keep going, do it. There's a difference when you know you're making a mistake. Then you can focus on them and fix them, so obviously you have to play more. For number 9, stop playing with toxic or sweaty people. It's not everyone's cup of tea. When you don't vibe with them, just don't play with them. It affects your gameplay without a doubt because this is also one type of negativity. These guys are always judging how you play, backseat gaming, crying mic all the time, or getting tilted when you lose a game or gunfight. That's absolutely terrible for playing good Rainbow Six Siege. If you're not vibing, then what the hell are you doing? These toxic and sweaty players bring your mental down, and most of the time they make easy games super hard. Also, your team chemistry might be super low, so of course you're losing more than you can win. I remember when I had no teammates to play with, I would join different group of players and at least half of them were shouting in mic, being toxic, or complaining for no reason. Since we were playing together for the first time, I had no idea what to do or how we should play together. Sometimes I was worried what if I missed my shots and let them down. It was not comfortable playing with these people who I was not vibing with. And for number 10, stop caring too much. It's a video game. This is not your life and nothing's gonna happen if you lose 10 games in a row or your KD goes down to 0.5. At the end of the day, you're beautiful and loved. The more you care about it, the worse it gets. Just have fun and get out of stress mode. There is no reason for you to worry about losing a round or clutch. It happens to all of us. Simply see that as learning opportunity and move on. We're not going to play 2 games a day, we have at least 5 games, so the first 2 or 3 might go really bad, and then last 2 super good. You can't care too much about these games because otherwise you're gonna do bad on all of them. This was more like a mindset thing, but also in game you can try your best to not care about anything and do a Maru rush, push the hallway without droning, play aggressive, and not stress about dying and failing. A lot of times because you're caring too much, you play more strict and passive, therefore at the end of the day, you won't make anything happen and still go down with 0 kills. And those were my 10 tips for getting out of slump in Rainbow Six Siege. Let me know if you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more, and until the next video, stay safe.